Hi there, it's Nikki from Happy Hormones for Life, and today I'm talking about the health benefits of summer. Now it's just hit July in the UK. Well, July everywhere, isn't it? But it's summer here in the UK, and we have just hit some lovely weather, and it's feeling pretty hot. And I absolutely love the heat. I hate the cold. I can't do cold, so I love summer here, as long as it's nice weather. But there are lots of physical reasons we do better in the summer too. So I'm going to list some health benefits, which can be kind of, you might think they are kind of obvious, but there are some physical metabolism, biochemical messages that get triggered when the sun's out, the light's out, and we get more health benefits from that. So firstly, the daylight, the sunlight stimulates serotonin, makes us feel good, which is why in the winter we can often get that seasonal affective disorder, SAD, because darkness stimulates melatonin, makes us feel more tired and sluggish. So lightness is great for us. It regulates our circadian clock and our rhythm, natural rhythm, helps us to work out, helps the body work out when it's daylight, when it's time to switch off and sleep. Secondly, summer's full of free vitamin D. Not always in the UK, but we are having some lovely sunshine at the moment, so vitamin D is plentiful. Sunlight gives you that. The UVB rays convert to vitamin D in your body, and that helps your immune system, your bones, and your brain, and it is a known protector for against cancer and things like that. So vitamin D, incredibly important. Get it while you can. Read my blog on vitamin D if you want to know more about that and what it does and how to kind of work out your own levels too. Thirdly, sunlight can also help with skin conditions like psoriasis and eczema. Not always, but it can be a real healer for that. Next is food, fresh and seasonal food. So it's an abundant time for fresh fruit and veg. We are more in the mood for salads and healthier stuff, lighter meals. And you can mix up your salads with beautiful fresh vegetables like asparagus, and broad beans at the moment are in season, lots of different leaves. Stick in some edamame beans in there for your phytoestrogens if you're peri or postmenopausal, and lots of lovely fruit varieties are out at the moment. So it's a really lovely time for healthy food. Next, you're more likely to spend time outside in nature. So we're reducing our stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. We can go for long walks. Later in the evening, we've got a bit more time as well. If you come home from work in the winter, it's dark, but in the summer, maybe you get a bit of light that you can go for a walk. More likely to do like natural exercises like walking and cycling and things like that when we've got that opportunity. Next, we've got more opportunity to sweat. You know, not for everyone, but sweating helps to detox, get rid of that extra bacteria, dirt, toxins, all that kind of stuff. So it's really good for us to sweat. And if we're not doing that through exercise, we can do that in the summer more when we get a bit hot. There are more opportunities to go barefoot and connect with the earth. There's a thing called grounding or earthing. Read about it. It's fascinating. So it's really good for us to really just connect with the earth with our bare feet. You can do that in the garden, or on sand is great if you're at a beach. Feels good, doesn't it, walking on sand? And there's a reason for that. And lastly, if you're lucky enough to get a holiday in, then that rest time is so beneficial for your hormones and for your general health. So try and take a complete break from work if you can. We're so tempted. It's so tempting to keep up with emails and stuff, but take a break, get rid of the gadgets for a few days as well. That would be an amazing health benefit. Now, there are some pitfalls, obviously. It's never all good, is it? There's always good and bad. Downsides. Okay, so we can be tempted to drink a little bit more alcohol than we would in the winter because of the long summer evenings. You might be leading to a few extra glasses of wine or G&Ts in the sunlight. You know, in moderation, great, but just watch that alcohol intake and just check out my video on alcohol and hormones and just see the impact on that. So just be careful about that, because you know there are some consequences on not just on your long-term health, but on your daily symptoms, especially if you're going through menopause. That is my next point is menopause. If you're going through menopause and you're having hot flushes, the last thing you need is a lot of hot weather, isn't it? It can be a nightmare. So you've got to be prepared. Take a little mini fan with you. obviously wear layers, keep cool, but also just main thing is get on top of your menopause symptoms. If you're having lots of hot flushes and you're uncomfortable, there are so many natural things you can do. We specialize in natural solutions for menopause. That's what we do every day. But there are things you can do without coaching. You can go and eat more phytoestrogens. Things like organic soy and flax seeds are brilliant for regulating your estrogen levels, making sure you've got enough. And stress management, get that stress down, because that's a major trigger for a lot of hot flushes. And keeping cool. Dehydration, if you are having hot flushes, you're sweating more, or you're drinking alcohol, then you need to be drinking loads of water and making sure you're not dehydrated. You might not sleep as well during summer because of the heat, or the extra light can interrupt your sleep as well. It gets light at, I don't know, 4 in the morning or something. With me, it's like blackout blinds really help with that, or an eye mask or something like that, so that your body doesn't lack or get deprived of sleep. Sunbathing, again, there's disadvantages to that. Don't overdo the sunbathing. You want enough to get your vitamin D, but you don't want to burn. The UVA rays are the ones that are the aging ones, so you need protection for those. But again, don't overdo the sunscreen either, because the major brands are full of chemicals that we don't want on our skin either. So use as much natural stuff as you can. Use a natural sunscreen, and use an insect repellent that's also natural. I love the brands Green People and Alba. Incognito do a great insect repellent too, but there are lots more out there. Try the biggreensmile.com website is one of my favorites for all natural brands. It's a good one, so try that one out. Another disadvantage of summer is hay fever. I'm a sufferer. If you're a sufferer, you might be wishing for the autumn already. It's been quite bad this week, so you want to be making sure you've got lots of vitamin C, vitamin D. Quercetin is a very good supplement for regulating your immune system and hay fever, and turmeric can help as well. Those are really good options to try naturally. And the last thing I'm going to say is it's barbecue season, isn't it? So barbecues are great. I love a barbecue, but we've just got to be careful we don't overdo the barbecued meats, because those burnt bits, the really tasty bits that we all love, can be carcinogenic. They've got something called HCAs and PAHs, heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Now, it's easy for me to say. They can be formed, these chemicals can be formed when meat is cooked at a high temperature over flames particularly. So make sure you're taking off any burnt bits. Don't overdo barbecue meat. And I think when you flip the meat a lot, it reduces the production of those. But just be aware of that, and pile up your plates with lots of lovely salad and veg as well. Hope you really enjoyed the summer. I'll be back next week, but I will catch up with you soon. But I hope you have a wonderful summer, and just pop in the comments anything that you're doing, or anything interesting, or anything you've got, any questions you've got on this video. Take care. I'll see you all soon.